I beat it. Yeah, I beat ZA today. 35 hours to beat. I did not all the side content, but I did a good amount. I caught a lot of Pokemon, and I beat the main story. What am I gonna say about it? First, do the side content and do the other stuff, because if you don't do side content, then what's the point? It's not like a normal Pokemon game. It's a Legends game for a reason. Tons of side content. Second, what do I think of the game itself? I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10. It was just, I thought I had to burp, but I didn't. Okay, it was just very fun. The combat, while I'm at the end, very fun combat, I have to say. Like, I really enjoyed the combat. My complaint at the beginning, if you watch my first video on it when I first played it for the day, was that it was really hard to dodge. The more you get into it, I feel like the easier it is to like maneuver your Pokemon around. You can still like get around. I'd say also the ending fight, the final fight of this game, or like the big final showdown before the post game, the ending, you know what I mean? The ending, really good, really good. I really enjoy that they use this game's mechanics to its fullest extent to give you a different type of final battle. It's not just, oh, you're fighting a Pokemon trainer. You know, you're doing this whole big like boss. You're fighting this giant like flower thing. It's so cool. The ending cinematic is great. It looks beautiful. I'll talk about that actually. The cinematics that they do, the cutscenes, are beautiful looking. I have to say, like all of them look beautiful. But what brings those cutscenes down is a lack of voice acting. Voice acting would do wonders for this, especially for the final part. And there's a post-credit scene. Those would have been perfect, 10 out of 10. Like, oh my god, the fact that there's no voice acting actually like brings us down a solid like zero point 0.6 on my meter. I'll be honest. Um, but I just think it suffered from that so much. Another thing it suffered from was lack of cutscenes or lack of scenes. Like for example, there's a part where you got to the one of the characters he has him and his mega phalanx knock down like these giant. I'm just saying that they knock down like these piles of like scaffolding stuff and it falls right. But in classic Pokemon fashion, they kind of cut to his Pokemon already Mega Evolved. They punch it together, and then it cuts to it already falling over. You don't see the fall over, nothing. It would have been so cool to see the fall over. That's another big thing. That probably brings it down another like a good amount too. Um, but I'll say this: strong suit characters after finishing this game. I enjoyed every single character in this game. Like I don't think there was one I hated, except maybe like there's this like president dude. I don't even know who he was. He was kind of just there, and this other lady. They were there. They didn't do much. Um, but there were just great characters. Of course, the X Team Flare members. L, aka Lysander. He was really good in it. Um, what Mabel, I liked Mabel, and then I forget their names, but the two people running the food truck, those were probably some of my favorite characters. I enjoy them a lot. Even like the side cast you stay with most of the game, because it's not exactly rivals. You're on a team. It makes it a lot more believable how nice they are to you and like how less competitive they are, even though they're still somewhat competitive. Um, I enjoyed them a lot. I think all of them were pretty unique and fun. They all had fire fits too. Even the side cast, I'm saying a lot. Uh, I'm not trying to say it. Gwen is just like Chandel. She's a Chandelure girl. She's like a Chandelure hatch. She's really fun. She's a great character. Canary. She's a great character. Emma. She has some great assets. Um, and it's just like all the characters. What's his name? Just like a mafia dude. I loved him. I loved him. Um, there is just so many good characters. The music too. This is probably some of my favorite music in a Pokemon game since Sun and Moon. I think if I had to do a top three of Pokemon game soundtracks, number one will always be Black and White 2 for me, and Gen 5 in general. Number two is gonna be Gen 7's music. I just think Gen 7's music is phenomenal. And number three is now ZA, because the music in this game is great. Like everything about this game is great. I want to talk about character designs too. The character designs are out of this world, man. I keep thinking I need to burp. Every single character in this game looks great. Not really. I don't know what was that. But like, for example, I already mentioned Canary and Gwen. They had great designs. Even your like team, they have great designs. Like Lita and I forget the other dude's name, Nirvan, something like that. They have great designs. So much character customization. Like they brought back every single customization option from Gen 6 and then upgraded it, and it was great. Um, Shoot, every single opponent you face is just beautifully customized. Even like the NPCs are nicely like outfitted, and I think that's great. Another good thing is the NPCs. I think the NPCs in this game actually bring Lumios to life a lot. One big complaint about Scarlet and Violet and Sword, not Sword and Shield less, but Scarlet and Violet definitely. There weren't many. The NPC cities just didn't feel alive, especially the way the NPCs work. Like they would only come in after so long. Like you'd have to walk up, and then after, once they're like 5 feet, then they appear. In this game, they're always there. No matter, even if you're far away, you can still see them for the most part. I mean, sometimes they do load out if you're super far away though. Just the NPCs bring the world to life. They're all freaky though. They like talk about random stuff. I think it's fun. Some of them get side quests. They're playing with their Pokemon. Another thing, the Pokemon too also bring life to the city. Not just the wild zones. You can find like Pokemon in the roofs and the trees and all that, just standing around. They're not aggressive outside the wild zones. I think that's great. The story of this game is actually really, really solid. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, amazing. I don't play Pokemon much for the story. I did like Black and White story, and I like Black and White 2 story. I like ZA story. It's a solid, fun story. Um, AZ, yeah, AZ, he's a great character. I really love the just the future look you get of all the characters and what they become. Mabel, you see her, she's Pokemon Professor now, or acting Pokemon Professor. L, Lysander is now trying to like he's with Zygarde and helping him out, like Guardian kind, not Guardian City, but more of just guiding, working with Zygarde. And then even just the other everyone is just great in terms of character. And then the story itself is pretty solid. Your bag's stolen, and you have to go fight the trainers. That's one thing I just complain though. I feel like Pokemon is just being really weird. No, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that. You do just kind of just let them go for no reason though. The people you're like, oh yeah, we're cool now. Later, they're like, can you help us? And you're like, sure. You sound like you didn't steal my bag at the free game, but then you help AZ Hotel. You rank up through the ranks. You fight wild like Pokemon like Megas, Rogue Megas. That's really fun. They're all like a lot of them are fun and unique. They're not like crazy, but they have like special things about them. Like Bayonet, one of them, he like summons triples. Dragonite goes out and he shoots like a hyper beam that does like whole area damage. So you have to get him down before he shoots it. I loved it. The final fight too. Well, on the way to final fight, you have to fight like a bunch of Mega Evolution Pokemon. It's difficult. This game actually does get difficult in a few free mouse sections, and I just love it. The trainer battles aren't so difficult. It's more like the Mega Wild Pokemon are really difficult. Also, those zones are like eating you alive. Zone 17, for example, I think everyone's talked about this, but Pyroar, the whole pack is just using Earth Power and just completely destroying you because that move just hits from anywhere. And it's just I like this game, man. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, blah 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 blah. It's actually $60, I believe. So that's a pretty good price, especially in modern gaming, especially when Mario Kart. I still can't believe Mario Kart World's $80. I'm so glad I got the bundle for Mario Kart World on the Switch because I wanted to play Mario Kart, but I wasn't paying $80. It's just this game, man. I'd recommend it. I'm not gonna say you have to play if it's not. If you watch trailers, if it doesn't, or watch gameplay videos, don't watch trailers. Like Pokemon, even though I like their trailers, they don't do the best job. It's a fun game, man, and it's great. You also get a little if you get it, I don't know if it's still going on, but you get like a little Gardevoir if you get it. I have the physical version because my sister bought it for me for my birthday. But yeah, that's my Legends ZA review. I believe that is everything. I'm trying to think real quick. Oh yeah, the ending. I'll get to spoilers real quick before I end this video though. Spoiler warning. Click off if you don't want to get spoilers. That ending of AZ's death crushed me, man. Like, we saw this man how many years ago? Like 12 years ago in 2013, I think. Back in X and Y, and you see his storyfish flow and he gets it back finally. It's so nice. And then you play through this game, he's there, you're helping him and stuff, and then he dies, man. And that was like, damn. And I wish he had voice acting and stuff, because I wanted to hear his voice so bad. I want to hear what he sounded like. I want to hear his reaction. I want to hear everyone's talking around his grave. That's one big thing I was like with voice acting. That was just like, damn. Um, I think the Mega Zygarde fight was really cool, man. At the end, that's great. I need to get to the post game still. I guess that's all I really want to talk about spoilers. I want to spoil that thing too. Oh, and the twist that the two Team Flare members, not twist, because it's like the underground Team Flare out old hideout. They bring you there. That's really cool. We found Lysander. It's great. I love the fact that the weapon tries to shoot itself at the end. Man, it's just great, man. That's kind of it though. Bye bye.